look at that, 2. Actually, what's interesting is, so like under yours, you have 2 of Wands, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. You guys have a lot of passion for each other, for sure. Gemini, welcome to your weekly love reading. So I hope you're doing okay. These shorter readings are kind of nice. Because doing like 3 or 4 of those really long readings, like up to an hour, oh my goodness, that was exhausting. Okay, show me Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Show me Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do they need to hear? Between them and their person, what do they need to hear? Okay. How is Gemini feeling? Ooh, come on, don't be goofy. How is Gemini feeling, please? All right, we've got 2 of Wands, Queen of Wands, and 2 of Cups. You're making some plans here, for sure. Okay, so what we've got, 2 of Wands right here obviously is making plans. That's like you're looking out and making decisions on how you want you want things to go. It's like you're imagining, pre-visioning, you know, what it's going to look like. And you've got a lot of drive to do this with this Queen of Wands here. A lot of drive to do this as far as like passion, and like you feel the fire in your belly. You know what I mean? You feel the fire in your belly in regards to a connection that you want to make. It could be a current connection, could be a connection you want to make. Let's take a look. See what's going on, because it'll tell me. Tell me what's going on. What's Gemini's person feeling, please? What's Gemini's person feeling, please? That's way too many cards. We're not doing that. No, you're not giving me like 30 cards. No way. Show me Gemini's person, please. There we go. We've got the 6 of Wands. Boy, I think we've seen this for you before. 6 of Wands. They are feeling pretty good in regards to things, though. So, I mean, if you were like making some changes within your connection to this person, they seem to be feeling okay with it as far as that's concerned. I don't feel any evidence of planning from this person's side. I really don't. I don't feel any evidence of planning as far as like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Not apprehension, anticipation. I don't have any sense of anticipation from them, so I'm not sure if they know what you're doing. I'm not sure. Let's see what we find out. What's in the passing energies? Okay. 5 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and 4 of Wands. Wow. So 3, 4, and 5 of Wands. It's a lot of like conflict. So it's a lot of like conflict and waiting around, but it's like you guys had waited for each other. With this 3 of Wands, it's like you had waited for each other, okay? And you knew they were coming in the past. Now this is passing energies. This is what you guys have already gone through, right? So you knew they were coming. You guys knew, both of you knew. And then like there was the connection made with the 4 of Wands. The connection was made. Both wands touching each other creates a little, you know, house. And then what happened was the connection was made, but then there was like a bunch of like conflict and potential fighting or something like that in the past. what's interesting is that, so that's in the past, and then your person is now at 6 of Wands. So they're only just past that fighting part. They feel like they're like, okay, I'm done with the battles, and I'm happy to be done with the battles. Not necessarily to the point where it's like, I don't want to have anything to, look at that, 2. Actually, what's interesting is, so like under yours, you have 2 of Wands, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. You guys have a lot of passion for each other, for sure. A lot of fire for each other. So it feels like your person... It feels like your person is just like, I'm just glad that we're not fighting anymore. That's what it feels like. I'm just glad that we're not fighting anymore. I'm cool with where we're at now. Everything's okay. You know, and there's nothing like angry or anything about it or anything like whatever. It's like they've just gotten past it. It's like you've kind of gone backwards a little bit, but I'm talking backwards in a good way. Back to square one, right? 2 of Wands, starting back at the beginning. It's like, okay, how am I going to make this come back together again? So you guys, you may be trying to rekindle your current relationship that you're in. It could be rekindling an old relationship with someone. Something like that. Show me the present energies. And suddenly it's going to be like 8 of Wands. Show me the present energies between Gemini and their person, please. Please, okay. We've got Ace of Pentacles, Tower, and Page of Swords. That's quite interesting. Okay. It's like you're tearing down the old so that you can rebuild again. That's what it's like. Tearing down the old so you can rebuild again. Tearing down, yeah, that's all I've got here. And so tearing down the old, it's like the old way of looking at each other. With this Page of Swords here and the Ace of Pentacles. The old way of looking at each other is something for a long-term thing, maybe, or a long-term stable thing. It may not have anything to do with that. It may just have to do with you tearing down what the prior paradigm of how you guys saw each other. Okay? It may be just that. Tearing down the prior paradigm of how you guys saw each other. Or view each other. That's been locked in. You know what I mean? As far as like, you know, Pentacle. It's real stable and it's been there for a while. 9 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, King of Pentacles. Yeah. My ear's ringing. My right ear is ringing. It doesn't do that very often. Alright, show me the challenge here. I'm trying to get a bead on this because like it's quite complex. And so I'm like sifting around in the energy of it, you know, trying to get, yeah, anyways. Every person has their own ways of doing that. Show me the challenge, please. Show me the challenge between these two. What's the challenge? What's the issue? There we go. We have the Star. What I'm going to say is it looks like you guys have different paths. Different hopes and dreams. They don't match each other anymore. They may have matched in the past, right? But then it went to, you know, that conflict stage of 5 of Wands, right? And you just didn't match anymore. And so I feel like your paths were meant to cross. They were meant to cross in the past. But I feel like Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. I feel like you guys are just more meant to be like friends. If you wanted to be. But I feel like We're meant to cross, and then we're meant to like pass on, you know, and move away from each other. Show me what Gemini wants their person to know and understand, please. This one. Oh, Gemini. We've got 3 of Swords and 4 of Swords. You're heartbroken over this. You're heartbroken over the silence. Wow. Like you give no indication of that over here. You give no indication of that. But, I mean, like this Tower right here for the present energies with the Ace of Pentacles, you're redefining how you see them. And the thing is it breaks your heart, because the thing is that it's like you're aching to communicate with them because you've had a new perception. You're realizing new things. And I feel like you want to resolve this broken heart. I feel like you want to resolve the pain of whatever happened between the two of you. You want to resolve that. I feel like you also want to be in regular communication with this person. I feel like you do. Okay, so what does Gemini's person want Gemini to know and understand? We've got Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to say that means they are open to change. They are open to the change in how everything goes. They are open to that. And they would look upon it positively, I'm going to say. That's what I see here. What pops into my head is, you know, they might be like, it's about damn time. That pops into my head, so... Alright, of course, you have a broken heart, you know, it happens. What, let's see here, show me the advice. What's the advice for Gemini and their person? What's the advice? Okay. We've got the Hermit and the 7 of Wands. Okay. Make sure you're real solid as far as like what's within. Real solid with your own self-reflection first. And really fight for that ability to... Oh God, what's the word I'm trying to say here? Really fight to continuously realize that it's not about them, it's always about you. You know what I mean? Because, like, you know, with any sort of, like, thing. So, say, for example, you and this person triggered each other out into oblivion, right? Triggered each other out into oblivion. You have to understand that, you know, from your perspective, that's hitting on your own issues within you. Same with them. It was hitting on their own issues within them, too. So, it was the same thing. But if you get back into this, right, you start talking again, you gotta start getting to the point where, like, if they say something and they intend for it to be, like, let's say innocent, or, you know, not with any, like, ill intent, you know what I mean? And they say something, but you take it poorly, that's not on them. It's not on them. It was the way you took it, and it's your own filter that it came through. So what they're saying right here is they're saying, make sure that filter's clear. Make sure that filter's clear. Because if that filter's not clear, it's going to happen all over again. It's going to happen all over again. And you have to understand, like, so say, for example, they say something that triggers you and everything. You need to be able to stand back from those emotions and say, oh, that really bothered me, but I don't think she actually meant that. Which they probably didn't. They probably didn't mean how you took it. They probably didn't mean that. And then you have to find where it came from. Why you experienced that. So where in the past did that happen to you before? And investigate it. What false belief are you still believing from that? 4 of Cups and the Moon. Hidden pains. Hidden pains. We get this Five of Swords underneath. Self-sabotage. Yeah. So make sure that you've got that reviewed and addressed prior to reaching out to this person, because otherwise it's going to do the same thing all over again. Eight of Swords, Nine of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Again, pulling up a lot of the same cards. Building the foundation, going slow with it, that kind of thing. Okay, show me the outcome. You're still planning on it. Let's see what's going on. You're making some changes within, though, obviously, with this Tower and Ace of Pentacles. So that's good. That's good. You're making some changes in like how you perceive this person. All right. Yeah, so we see for the outcome here, we have Seven of Pentacles and the Hierophant for the time being. So you're still going to be like continuously looking at things from, you know, your point of view. Listening to how I get a feeling and I have a hard time translating it sometimes because it's very complex. It's listening to the inner pattern system that you have with this Hierophant here. Listening to the inner pattern system. What are my old behaviors, my old habits and everything like that? Because this Hierophant's all about habits and comfort system and what you do to protect yourself, that kind of thing, right? And the Seven of Pentacles is assessing that. So that's actually a really good sign, because it actually does look like you do like really look within. Because again, we have Seven of Wands with the Hermit. Now we have Seven of Pentacles with the Hierophant. So that reassessment of self is occurring. Which is fantastic. That's really, I'm glad to see that. I'm really glad to see that. Just because a lot of people are not willing to do that. But when you have this Three of Swords staring you in the face, I mean, you got to do something. You got to do something. I mean, it hurts you to stay separate from this person. It hurts you to stay separate. A lot. And like, what I feel like is that there's fears from your side. Of course, you know, reverse energies as it applies, whatever. But I feel like there's fears from your side that this person does not feel like that. That they're not, you know, bothered. It doesn't bother them to not be, you know, speaking to you or something like that. Thing is that with a connection like what you're trying to show me here, you guys probably do feel it. Both of you. Feel it to some extent. So, all right, Gemini. That's what I got for you today. Thanks so much for being here. I do appreciate you. And I'll see you next time.